Welcome to Learn, Hustle, Repeat. Hello, learners and hustlers. Today we're talking about introduction to allyship. What is allyship? How do you practice allyship? Etc. is what we learn today. Let's get on the journey. So, who is an ally? Ally is a person who is making an intentional decision to understand, empathize, and act in support of others. It is an intentional decision which is important here, and not a forced one. Allyship is an informed, empathetic, and consistent practice to uphold the commitment to someone or a group. It is consistent and a commitment that one makes. The allyship model that is well known consists of being an ally to one, to some, or to an ally of all. And three of those have their own responsibilities and unique features. What is privilege? Let's talk about what do we mean by privilege, how do people enjoy it, and how it can be used in allyship journey. So we experience privilege from different parts of our identity, such as race, gender, disability, faith, sexual orientation, are among others. Privilege is a set of advantages that are unearned and granted only to a particular set of people, exercised to the exclusion or detriment of others, which is the sad part of having privilege, and also that is to a set of people. Privilege is systematic. It originates from the patterns of actions and power, and it is reinforced through socialization. It is an ordered form. While we do not choose to have privilege, we can choose to share it. We can and we should use privilege and power we have to benefit those without it, thus be making an equal world around us. So how do you practice allyship? Let's talk about ways of being an ally or practicing allyship around us for the betterment of others. It is okay to be an ally to one sometimes and an ally to all at other times. And like it's said, allyship is a journey. It's not a point in time thing. It's a consistent approach towards improvement. Being an ally to one is directed to an individual. We may focus on a specific instance of non-inclusive behavior and the ally to someone we know. And when it comes to a group, it's called being an ally to some. We act being inspired by certain events for those group of people and thus being an ally to some. And finally, when we are focused on all, including ourselves, is when we are being an ally to all. It's really powerful here because you're including yourself here. So we work to eradicate and fix systematic issues while being an ally to one, to all, or to some. That's one of the ways of being an ally. Secondly, we also accept mistakes and then treat them as opportunities to learn rather than treating them as failures. That's how you be an ally or try to be an ally. We act with consistency by creating long-lasting and drivable practices that can be followed in a continuous pattern, thus creating a better environment around us and being an ally. And also, we allow the sources of non-inclusive behavior around us to take this opportunity to grow from the lived experiences and learn from them to understand that they've been non-inclusive. Let's now understand the meaning and power of allyship that we now understood what exactly is allyship. Those that face oppression and marginalization are the people we need to work to be an ally. These are the folks that mostly need us and are looking for allyship around them. As allies, our goal is to understand that the privilege we have can be useful and take actions to change the systems of oppression and marginalization around us, making use of that privilege. There's no limitation on who can be an ally. Everybody can be an ally. Being an ally not just helps create a more equal society and this world for everyone, it also helps us learn, grow, and find our own identity. How do you begin your allyship journey is what we'll talk about next. That's the most hardest step, which is how to begin being an ally. So allyship is a journey, as we said, and it demands us to understand, empathize, and then act in the right direction for being an ally. The important bit is understanding. The subjects here comprises of the ally, the affected person, and the source of behavior, where we being an ally will try and remove the source of behavior for the person who's affected. The triangle of empathy and taking opinions are effective tools proven that can help us empathize with others and help them in the process of being an ally. Acting as allies involves listening, practicing, perspective taking, deciding on the action that we want to take, and continuing to educate ourselves and understand our identity. It's a continuous process. Being an ally demands conscious effort, committing to change, to progress with courage, and to adopt a consistent approach. It's a conscious effort and needs a lot of commitment. Let's look at how can one be an active ally. Active being the buzzword or the important bit to focus here. Because as we said, it's a journey and not a point in time thing. First, all of us are cursed with unconscious bias, and that is because of blindly followed associations from our experiences and the environment around us. We need to try and eradicate that unconscious bias as our first step of being an active ally. As an ally, we should first identify and acknowledge our privilege and then use that privilege for the support of others, thus being an ally to that person and using the privilege to its best possible use. We can be active allies by applying empathy, skills such as active listening, and then trying being not judgmental while communicating with others, thus creating a neutral and polite world. Thanks a lot. This is Saurabh Bansal signing off. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment for newer content that you would want to talk about. Happy learning and hustling.